I've been asked to go into a little more discussion on before I throw the bones. So I've got my wooden bowl that's got my bones and shells and curios in it. For me, it's pretty deep with my ancestors, so I personally do a lot of ancestor worship. So I say prayers and connect to my ancestors and my guides. This is a very intuitive form of divination. So, after connecting with my spirits, ancestors, and guides, and giving them their offerings, I also like to light a candle. Preferably for me, I light a white candle and some incense. I like frankincense. And after such, like I said, I connect with the ancestors through prayer, offerings, and when I feel I've made a connection with them, I like to place some stones that I've got connections to energy wise and such that I work with. This mat I've got is kind of a traveling one that I use. It's just a black cloth. There's some herbs on it from dumping my bowl of stones and such out on it. Herbs that I've used to bless everything with. So anyhow, after all the prayers and offerings and time spent connecting with my ancestors, you would take your bowl, and this is the form of casting. You just let some of them spill, and I go back and forth until I've emptied my bowl. This is something I leave on my ancestors' altar that I use as a form of connection to them as well. So after that, I've dumped these out, and as you see, they kind of fall. Sometimes some of them I've gone through recently and added a couple more different runes on my bones. Some people do this and some people don't. So now pretty much I've almost every bone that falls has got some kind of message to me. It can be personal to you. Like I said, this is a form of divination that's very intuitive, so don't hold back on your intuitive side with it. And then after that, I look at this. For me is my indicator bone of the direction of the flow of the reading. So I would start here and go from there outward, go from there outward, then around and back in. And then I look to the pieces that are next to each other as their meanings and how they tie in with each other to help bring in a deeper meaning to everything. And then I take those in comparison to them of what they're by as far as the curios, which are these things, any kind of object that holds a meaning to you. My elephant for strength. Transportation. And this is another curio, the safety pin for what's holding things together. My bullet shell for indicator of it's a situation that's gonna happen fast instead of slow. Yeah, it's kind of how they all fall around each other with the things. Like, I'm trying to point something that's easily understandable. I guess like this here for how this is for your love. and there's the male, and then you're at a crossroads of joining together. If this was a whole reading, this is just a general throw to show you for idea. I'm not really pointing it at anything. I haven't asked my ancestors for direction. It's just to show you how they kind of fall. So this isn't really a true reading. It's just for comparison to show you the idea of how I throw them. I hope this helps you to understand how I go about beginning to throw the bones. I hope this audio records better than my last video, and I will be making more and better discussion of this.